All right, fantastic. Good morning and welcome. Today is Wednesday, October 4th, and good morning and welcome to Coffee with Marcus and Mark. Mark is here with me. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Marcus. Good morning, everyone.
All right. Gosh, this will be an exciting morning. In a moment, you'll see why that is because I want to show you some cool stuff. But before we get started, let's see who here wants to make money with trading. Come on, type in a yes in the chat box. Oh, yeah, exactly. And who here wants to make enough money with trading so that you can quit your job? Exactly. That's what we want, right? Let's see. And who here wants to make so much money with trading that you can travel the world and live the lifestyle you've always dreamed about? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, how many of you want to get as much as possible out of our time together here today? Yes, 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 because we want that for you. See, for most of you for most of you here with us today, this is going to be a long-term relationship between us. I promise you, because once we show you how simple this is, once we show you an easy way to trade, and once you realize that this actually works, and I believe that I lost my audio connection here for a sec. Oh,
You could
okay.
hear me, but you were doing great, and
That
then
was
you were
just
doing
bad.
great by
Yeah.
yourself.
I don't know, and I'm back. So what the heck? Go to webinar here this morning. Anyhow, okay, so let's dive right in and let's take a look at the markets here and see what's happening this morning. So the E-mini S&P, the Nasdaq, and the Dow, they're all just slightly down here this morning after yesterday having another great run up. So more record highs yesterday and this morning. Thus far, just a little bit below yesterday's closing mark. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, Marcus.
No, maybe we'll see. I mean, this exactly. We'll see what happens here. I'm very uh, leery of the markets. I mean, I think that a crash is coming soon, and we talked about it yesterday. So we shall
Yep,
see. So this morning, crude oil,
yep.
again around the 50 mark here. So this is where yesterday crude oil lost a little bit after gaining a lot last week. Gold here slightly up, and so the same with bonds, slightly up here this morning. It looks like a pretty uneventful open. We'll see. We also
Sure.
have, isn't Yellen speaking today?
Yes,
I think it's today.
315.
Yeah, this afternoon.
Yeah, and Marcus, real quickly with crude oil, it'll be interesting. Crude oil made that nice run. We were past the 52 mark, finding some support there. Looked like we might run to 53 and higher, and then we settled kind of right above the 50 level and around 50 and a half. It'll be interesting today to see if crude inventories have an impact on direction in crude oil, because we know that crude oil inventories could move the market, but it seems like we haven't had like a massive reaction to crude oil inventories recently, compared to how it used to be, right? And it'll be interesting to see if we get a move with inventories coming out today. So as a crude oil trader, I'm interested in that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what happens there. Now, also this morning, I want to talk about the open positions and the trade that we entered yesterday about SEIN, SIEN. Gosh, you see, for German, it's different. SIEN. We would say S. Okay, anyhow, doesn't matter. So let's bring up PowerX Analyzer here, and the three trades that I'm currently in is SSP, ASUR, and SEIN. Let me show this to you. So here is where we are. ASUR, SSP, and SIEN. So these are the three trades, and because I'm in these three trades, I have them here in my watch list. Now, as I have them here in my watch list, this is where I can push this button that tells me what to do. Really? Okay, I just saw a text, lost my audio again.
I I think you're okay, Marcus. I'm
Okay,
hearing it.
okay, because it was your Skype that came through. So it seems
Oh,
that there's
that
a little
was.
bit delayed.
Sorry, that
Okay,
was
anyhow.
late.
Okay, anyhow, so because I am in these three positions, this is why I have them here on my watch list. And when I click this button, I see exactly what to do. So ASUR still should be long, no other signal. SSP still remaining long, no signal. And if we click on this, we see, yes, they're nicely tracking along. So yesterday we had a small pullback here, but we are on our way. And then there's SIEN. And yesterday we entered, and now it says position none and none. And this is where we identified, oh yeah, that's a bug, right? I mean, it should say right now that the position is long because we did enter yesterday, and the signal here this morning should be sell to close because we do have a black bar. And the three ways to exit a position according to PowerX is either when we hit our profit target, or when we hit our stop loss, or when we see a black bar. So yes, we noticed this yesterday that this is a bug and it should say sell to close. And so Konstantin, our programmer, is on it, and we will most likely release a new version today where this bug is fixed, right, Mark? We
Yep.
talked about it yesterday already, and so Konstantin is working on it. So again, right now we should sell to close. And this is where in the open we can either right now place already a market order. If we do this, it will be filled at 8:30 here, so in 3.5 minutes. Or we can just wait till the open and then close the position. That's another possibility. Or see, maybe we gap open here this morning, and if we do, we would get another green bar, right? I mean, it's possible that we get another green bar, Mark. What do you think?
Yeah, and I think that if you have the luxury of monitoring things at the open, then you definitely can make that decision. So if you don't have the opportunity to exit at the open, it just makes sense to keep it easy. Put the market order at the open and just move on to other opportunities. But this is where, since we do have the ability to follow the markets and we're day trading, we could take a look at the stock, see, are we gapping higher, are we gapping lower? If we gap higher, we can monitor it, see if we get another buy signal and just stay in the trade. So we do have a little more opportunity or the luxury of having options if we're day trading, but it doesn't mean that you have to trade this way when you're using PowerX.
Right. So this is where, I mean, if you want, we can use some discretion because, again, maybe we get another entry signal. And if I liked it yesterday, I'll definitely like it today. So because the numbers are still looking great. I mean, look at this. So 9 wins, 8 losses, 52% winning percentage, profit factor of 4.91. So absolutely, I still like it. So let's watch this in the open and see what's happening here in the next 1.5 minutes. Now, there's also 3 other stocks that popped up for me with my settings here, and we'll take a look at those then. Or we can look at those right now. So here's CLSN, one of the stocks that popped up. Well, I mean, hopefully for all of you, it's pretty obvious that's a no, right? I mean, we have been flatlining here. As you can see, lots of black bars here. Then yesterday was this huge move up from $1 to $6. And this is why it came on our radar, because usually we don't trade stocks under $5. And now it's having a green bar. But I mean, obviously, this is not a stock we want to trade. I don't see anything they are like about here. So we then have HABT, and you see that's pretty interesting because it had really, really nice trends. Look at this. There were really nice trends. There was this gap that was actually in our favor, so we only had this one gap here. But recently we have a lot of black bars here, so now we have a possibility to possibly pop up here, and that's a tough one because I don't like how it behaved recently, but maybe right now it's due to break up to the upside. What do you think about this one, Mark?
Yeah, Marcus, I mean, this is where 3/4 of the chart looks awesome.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And I think that, like in my case, I would look at it and say, hey, it's a maybe, see what else is available for the day.
Right.
And if I was loaded up on positions, then I'd probably just wait for another signal. If I had 1 or 2 positions and I was looking to pick things up and there wasn't anything else that looked super great today, then this might be something to consider. Because I mean, look at the chart; it was excellent. It just had that gap
Right.
down, and it hasn't had a whole lot of follow through recently.
Yeah. So again, it's a maybe, and since right now I have two positions, and then we have SIEN that we should close, I'm down to two positions, so I'm considering this. Another one that we have here is XENT. What do you think about this one?
You know, Marcus, this is similar to HABT in that it had some really nice trends throughout the year, and then the last month or two, it's been a little bit choppy. Have you pulled up the trading report? How does the trading report look?
Exactly, and this is what I want to point out, because if you look here at the last four trades, 4 or 5 trades, I mean we had a couple of losing trades here, 3 losing trades, 2 winning trades, but recently it seems that it has been pretty choppy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
we never got out stopped out here with a full stop loss. It was, as you can see, the stop loss is here, and this is where our exit prices were. So we got out on black bars. So it's another maybe, right?
Yeah, and I like that we're not getting full stop outs. Like if we had 5 full stop outs, that just shows how signals, and then the black bar is getting us out for a small loss. It could be ready to go. I actually saw this one too, and pull up the options.
Hmm.
So with the options, you see the November 44, or sorry, the November 30 put, you're paying 380 or better, and the option at target is 14 and a half, and
Yeah.
the option at stop is like 2.25. Sorry for the rounding, but it makes it easier
Yeah.
for me. So like option at stop, we're risking half of what we're paying, but if it does make this big move, then we're getting 3-4 times what our entry price is. So the option's pretty solid.
Right. So yeah, I like the option too. So these are two maybes, and I'm considering trading them just because I'm pretty light in my portfolio right now, and also just to have some action here. I like action. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but let's see what happens here to SEIN this morning. So you see, the open is pretty uneventful for SIEN. So right now trading at 15.95. So this is where we open. For those of you who got in at 15.95, because this was our entry signal, right now would be your opportunity to just get out, and no harm, no foul. Yeah, you're paying what? Probably $1, $2, maybe $5 in commissions, and therefore you're getting out of this. I'm considering holding it and watching it here a little bit to see if we get another pop up. Because if we do, the bar will turn green again, and so we would get another entry signal for tomorrow. And I'm considering here possibly holding it. Although now, of course, that I say it, boom, this is where we move down. But we'll see. I mean, SEIN just quickly moved up and down, so that's what I'm considering there. SSP doing really nice, tracking here up. So this is perfect, going towards our profit target. And ASUR, it's another stock that is going towards our profit target here. So we'll see. So I'll definitely keep an eye on SIEN, and I might close it here in just a few minutes. So you might not see it because we'll close Coffee with Markus here in 10 minutes. So I might decide this morning to just close it out if I don't like how it is behaving. I want to see that right now in the next 30 to 45 minutes we have a nice pop up, and otherwise I just get out here with a small loss. Anyhow, so let's take a look at HABT. This is one that I would consider. So let's see. I want to open at 1326. So let's take a look at that. HABT right now opening lower, so we want to enter at 1326. What about the options here, Mark? Let's see. Oh, they're actually pretty nice. They're pretty cheap here, the options.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I like it when we see the option at stop, and we could get out for half or better than what we pay, and if our target is double or more than what we pay. So that meets the, those two things that I look for are present in both the at the money and in the money.
Yeah. So right now here, obviously we cannot enter the options yet because we need to wait until we are getting triggered, meaning that we have to trade above 1326. Now what oops, that's what I wanted to do, HABT. I might actually do both. Let's just see if I can pick up here a few stocks. So according to the position sizing that I want to do in this account.
Yeah, it looks like XENT hasn't triggered and looks like it might be difficult for it to trigger, but HABT is probably a little closer to a trigger, just a little FYI.
Yeah, we'll look at this as well. So I want to enter here stop at 1330 because 1326 is not an option here using IB. So I want to do it at 1330. I place at the day order. Want to buy. Okay, there we go. And the other one that we were looking at was XENT, which was a possible sell. So let's see where XENT is this morning. Oh, that's not the right one. Wait. Here we are. XENT. Let's take a look at the stock. And yes, so the idea here is to sell at 29.14. Okay, we're moving down here. So I'm considering this as well. So here we're looking for 45. Sell with a limit order of, it will be 29.10. Not a limit order, a stop order. There we go. All right. Let's see what happens here. And then, yeah, for both, once we get in, we might consider trading the options here. So I'm looking for both. Could be nice. Okay, let's just double check. Good. All right. Fantastic. And yeah, we had a crude oil trade here. So let's move away. Let's go look a little bit for day trading. So there's the crude oil trade that was triggered here. And we're looking again for a quick $60 here. Let's see if the markets are gracious. Yeah, boom, there we go. Sometimes it can be easy, right? So place another order here, 50.24. That's according to the Seahawk strategy. So anyhow, it's going. I mean, trading this month, Mark, has been going pretty well, right? Wouldn't you say? I'm very happy.
Yeah. Yep.
Because we had binary options, and I believe we had 5 trades, and all 5 trades thus far this month have been winning trades.
Yeah, yesterday was a nice day.
Yeah, we had 4 trades yesterday that turned out to be winning trades, so that's always awesome. What was the total if you had traded? I believe that right now we are up. How much are we up in binary options for the month?
Let me see here.
Is it like 150, $160?
I have the.
It's coming up
Yeah,
here.
yep, you're right. We had 5 trades, and if you were trading one contract, then 669. I'm trying not to do
Right.
stage math.
Binary
Like
option.
I think 133 after commissions. So for this month, so this week.
133 for one contract, and as you know, we recommend trading one contract per every $1,000 that you have in your account. So I mean, 13.3%, not bad. So anyhow, binary options definitely doing well. So this morning we haven't had any triggers yet with binaries, right?
Nope. We are keeping an eye. There could be triggers real quick here if the Dow and the S&P continue to move higher. We had signals in silver and gold, but they opened higher, and they're further away from being triggered. So unless there's a big push lower, gold and silver probably won't be triggered. But excuse me, the mini S&P and the mini Dow have a good chance.
Yeah, that looks like it. Okay, we'll see what happens there. All right, let's see if you if there are any questions that we can answer while we are here. Here are the questions. Let me bring it up. All right, Kevin is asking, why are you only trading longs on CL? I was reviewing the Seahawk trading training and it mentions taking the short and long positions. You see, Kevin, this is where it's important to see what's working now. So, Kevin, are you a member of the Rockwell Trading Club or have you invested in Legacy? Because if so, we have a coaching session every Friday, and we have one coming up this Friday. So in these coaching sessions, we tell you what's working now. And yeah, you're right. By default, this is where we want to take long and shorts, but we saw that recently longs are outperforming shorts. And yes, so you said that you're a member of the trading club. So you should have received an invitation this morning to the coaching session on Friday where we talk about it in more detail. So for all of you, if you are a member of the Rockwell Trading Club or you invested it in Legacy, you should have received 2 invitations this morning, one for the PowerX Analyzer where we do an in-depth coaching on Friday, and one for the Rockwell Trading Club where we talk in-depth about the day trading strategies here. All right, good. Fantastic. And Johnny said it's SIEN, not SEIN. Ah, yeah, I know. It's being a foreigner is not easy. So believe me, in German, we have Elke here. We have a few from Germany, and they know the struggle. Believe me, the struggle is real. So we'll see. Okay, Donald said, what is the plan regarding the SIEN option order that we placed yesterday? You know what? The option order yesterday, I took it off around lunchtime, I want to say, because I saw that we didn't get filled. And so I never got into the option. I canceled that order at around lunchtime. So I wasn't a big fan of it, and this is why never got into it. Same here. I mean, the option is bound to the stock. So you're getting an exit signal right now from the stock. Exit the option. You always look at the stock first, and there you go. It's that easy. All right, cool. Well, I guess we covered a lot this morning here. So let's wrap it up and let's see if there's a few other questions. No, it was just
Marcus,
I see that earlier the audio was out. Sorry about this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was one question that I got that might be worth wrapping it up on.
Yeah.
I know we've brought this up before, but I think that it's important to repeat. The question was, why would you search or run a scanner with a criteria of a 40% winning percentage? Why not make it 70 or 80%? Don't you want a high winning percentage?
Oh.
And so with this question, it's a great question because yes, it's nicer to have better accuracy,
Actually,
right?
Mark, I want to tackle that question tomorrow because I really want to expand on this a little bit because that is an excellent question, and it's a question that we get a lot. Why wouldn't you go for a trading strategy that has a 70, 80, maybe 90% winning percentage? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about tomorrow.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I want to show you some cool stuff there. All right, fantastic. Well, this wraps up today's Coffee with Marcus and Mark. We got to change this, Mark. We got to change this because I enjoy having you here. What about you guys? Do you like having Mark or both of us here in the mornings? Is that cool? Do you like that? M&M? Exactly.
Now I get to see who my friends are.
All right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at all the yeses. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow morning, and this is when we talk about the winning percentage and why we choose a winning percentage of 40% and not 70 and 80%. Until then, go and make lots of money, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.
Happy trading, everyone.